Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Friday, April 7th, 2028, 2023. April 7th, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer. And I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is also a divine light being associated with all of them. In doing this puja, we are invoking the blessings of these light beings to flow into our lives and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's sitting here on its side table. I also have, to do the puja, a container of water, a lit tea light, an incense stick, a bell, a raisin, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. To start the puja, I'm using the water, and I'm going to sprinkle some water on all four sides of the blackboard chart to purify the space symbolically for where we're doing the puja. I'm putting a few drops of water on my own head to symbolically purify me, and I'm sending a few drops of water out into space symbolically towards all of you, so that whether you're listening to this live or later on a replay, everyone is purified going into the puja. Next, I invoke Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. Om Shring Gam, Om Shring Gam, Om Shring Gam. I ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove obstacles for today in the lives of the participants, in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of our lives. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of us, now and always, and I thank him for his help with this. Now, we do a short Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank St. Yanasamundar for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we turn our attention to the time elements that are active in my local area. We start with the planet that's ruling the day. Today is Friday, ruled by Venus. I'm going to put flower petals on Venus as I do mantras for Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, we honor the star that the moon is in. Right now, the moon is in a star called Swati. I put the flower petals on top of the moon. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Next, we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. At the moment, we are in the second waning moon, called Dvitya in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Dvitya Devye Namaha. Om Dvitya Devye Namaha. Om Dvitya Devye Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that's ruling the hour. In my local area, this is Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury on the blackboard chart. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the Karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Harshana, which has energies that are joyous. Harshana, Harshana, Harshana. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Taitula, which has energies that are steady. Taitula, Taitula, Taitula. Now, we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. Dr. Pillai said we would start this part of the puja looking at whatever sign is the ascendant, represented here with the letters AC. In my area, this is Misha or Aries, the sign coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area. Dr. Pillai said we would start with honoring the planet that rules the ascendant sign. Aries is ruled by Mars. We start with honoring Mars as a gesture for his importance at the moment. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Today in Aries is Rahu and Mercury and Uranus. Rahu and Mercury are in the same star, so we're going to honor both of them before I invoke the star. I start with honoring Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, I honor Mercury for being in Aries, and I put the flower petals on him on the blackboard chart. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Rahu and Mercury are both in a star called Ashwini, a star that can give blessings for speed and healing. I put the flower petals on top of Rahu and Mercury. Om Ashwini Namaha. Om Ashwini Namaha. Om Ashwini Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, 2 horse-headed twins who have tremendous healing energies. I put the flower petals across Rahu and Mercury. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Ashwini's star is ruled by Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus for being in Aries. I put the flower petals on him. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Uranus is in a star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or energy or power. I put the flower petals on Uranus. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. I put the flower petals on Uranus. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing Rahu, a planet that can help us to think outside the box and to be open to new technologies, and Mercury, planet of communication, planet of business, and also a planet that helps with our sense of humor, and Uranus, a planet that can help with success in life, higher intelligence, and also with astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Vrishabha or Taurus, which today contains Venus. We honor Venus, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Kritika, a star symbolized as a razor or a cutter. This is a star that is full of energies for truth, telling the truth, seeing the truth, living the truth, and so on. We put the flower petals on Venus. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by Agni, an archetype who rules the fire element. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. I put more flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha or Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energies, today containing Venus, planet of love and beauty and joy, and planet that enjoys material plane comforts and the arts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Mithuna or Gemini, which today contains Mars. We honor Mars, and I put the flower petals on him on the blackboard chart. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Ardra, a star symbolized as a teardrop of compassion. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Ardra's star is ruled by Rudra, a fierce form of Shiva in which he destroys negativities. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Ardra's star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Gemini, which is Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury on the blackboard chart. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Mithuna or Gemini, a zodiac sign that has a great range of energies, today containing Mars, who is both a healer and a protector. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains the moon and Ketu. Both the moon and Ketu are in the same star, so we're going to honor both of them before we invoke the star. I start with the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Next, we honor Ketu for being in Libra. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Both the moon and Ketu are in a star called Swati, a star symbolized as young shoots of plants blowing in the wind. It's a star that gives blessings for independence and also a bit of restlessness. I put the flower petals across the moon and Ketu. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Varuna. Excuse me, no, it's not. It's ruled by Vayu, archetype who rules the wind and the air element, and also is the father of Hanuman. I put the flower petals on for Vayu on top of the moon and Ketu. Om Vayave Namaha. Om Vayave Namaha. Om Vayave Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tulip or Libra, a zodiac sign that has energies for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and also our receptivity to light, and Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. We honor Pluto, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn. We honor Saturn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Satabisha, a star symbolized as an empty circle, a star with healing energies and also can give blessings for interest in esoteric subjects. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Satabisha star is ruled by Varuna, the archetype who rules the rain and the oceans. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satabisha star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the zodiac sign that is the most humanitarian and service-oriented, today containing Saturn, planet of patience, and also planet of compassion. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Neptune, the Sun, and Jupiter. We start with honoring Neptune. I put the flower petals on him. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhajapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can give blessings to help us with enlightenment, charity, and purification. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhajapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhajapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now, the Sun and Jupiter are both in the same star today, so we will honor both of them before we invoke the star. I start with the Sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Next, we honor Jupiter for being in Pisces. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. The Sun and Jupiter are both in a star called Revati, a star that can give blessings to help with wealth and also travel. I put the flower petals across the Sun and Jupiter. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by Pushan, an archetype who helps take care of the cows of the gods. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put more flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, the most transcendental and metaphysical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that can help with our intuition and also with understanding our own inner life. And the Sun, which is our soul, and also a planet so important for health and self-esteem. And Jupiter, a planet that helps with everything related to spiritual teaching, and also a planet that can help with wealth and everything related to banking and legal matters. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle the tea light above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, going around the chart, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer something representing the air element and also a sweet fragrance. And I circle this above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now I take a bell to offer the element of sound. Next, I take a small raisin, a little fruit to symbolize the earth element, and I circle that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. And later in the day, I will eat that raisin as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Now I make prayer hands and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we have time for short Q&A. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for joining us. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. Right now, we have time for a short Q&A period. If you have questions, you're welcome to post them in the chat, and I'll do my best to try to answer them. We have to be a little bit short today as Ronnie is going to need this Zoom link that I'm using for another program that's coming up, a Shrimberzi community call. But we have a few moments if someone has a question. Today is, of course, Good Friday in the Christian tradition. There will be many people focusing on the sacrifice that Jesus made to help transmute our planet, a being of great, great love. And then on Sunday, it will be Easter, a celebration of the miracle of his resurrection. I will be doing a free fire lab on Easter night in North America time. It will be on the Pillai Center Practice YouTube channel, and that will be at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. It's free. Everyone is welcome to attend. I hope to have some of you there if you're able to make it. I know Sunday can be a family day for many people, so if you can't make it, I totally understand. Not a problem. The replay will be available. I have been asked to once a month do a free fire lab on the Pillai Center Practice channel. So that's going to be the free fire lab for April. Okay, not seeing any questions today, so we'll go ahead and close out so that Ronnie can use the YouTube channel and get ready for another program coming up. It's an excellent time right now to be doing Shrimbrezi, as Venus is sitting in a sign he rules in Taurus. Venus is ruled by Lakshmi. Venus is extra strong, so it will help empower Shrimbrezis for those of you that are working with those sounds for prosperity, for health, for purification. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all.